Since the US and Israel launched their illegal war against Iran, oil and gas prices have been rising around the world. The war on Iran violates international laws and human rights with devastating impacts and losses for people across the region. And it is creating the worst energy crisis the world has ever seen, all while making fossil fuel companies and investors even richer. We've seen this pattern before. When Russia invaded Ukraine in 2022, we saw oil prices skyrocket, triggering record high inflation and cost of living, and massive profits for fossil fuel companies that are concentrated in the US. Energy analysts are saying it's going to be even worse this time. Here in Manitoba, while we watch the unthinkable crimes of the war on our screens, we're also starting to feel the downstream fossil fuel crunch. Prices are high at the pump, and fossil gas that many of us still rely on to heat our homes may also rise in the coming months. Following the start of Russia's war on Ukraine, Manitoba's residential fossil gas prices increased substantially, not to mention the wider climate costs resulting from burning these fuels that we felt in our lungs, in our emergency rooms, and in our provincial deficit. The longer we rely on fossil fuels, the longer we will be on this roller coaster of high prices and energy-driven inflation. That's why we must transition away from oil and gas. And despite this guy paying billions to kill wind farms, and these guys trying to sell Canadians on new pipelines, there are countries accelerating the move away from fossil fuels to support affordability and energy security. Like in the UK, where the government has responded to the current energy crisis by mandating solar panels and heat pumps on all new houses. Or in Australia, where they've made public transit free to reduce fossil fuel use. Clean energy is not only a climate solution, but it's also more secure and affordable. So rather than pledging $500 billion to militarization, and rather than doubling down on new fossil gas power or making a plea for a pipeline to Churchill, we need to ramp up the things that will actually reduce bills and bring us more energy security. Heat pumps, retrofits, wind, solar, battery power, clean energy grids, and public transit. For a more secure future, we need off the fossil fuel roller coaster. Join the movement. Go to the link in our bio to get more involved.